Hello, everyone. Welcome out to Day Field here at Liberty Park in Sedalia, Missouri, or Liberty Park Stadium. That's where we're at. Brand new field. We're going to show that to you here in just a minute. But we're here to preview the Missouri 19U High School American Legion. Gosh, see, there you go. American Legion State Championships. Today we're going to preview the road to Sedalia. We've got a lot of information here. We're going to look at a few teams. We got two games today, one at 5, one at 8 o'clock, so make sure you tune in right here on Youth Baseball Midwest for all the action. First off, we got Sedalia taking on Kirkwood, post 156. That is the Sedalia Travelers, post 642. Got to throw that in there. Yep. Nightcap, Jeff City, the Fivers.
The Fivers, that's right.
Taking on the Festus Post 253 squad. And we have the head coach from Jeff City, Nick Trammell, joining us. And before we get into that, I want to introduce you to a gentleman that I met for the first time this year at the Missouri High School Baseball Coaches Association. You guys got to get a better name, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Clinic over in Lake of the Ozarks. Kyle Zimmerman, he is the head coach here in Sedalia for Smith Cotton High School. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
He's going to be on the call with us on the games this week. We're also going to have head coach at Moberly High School, Brandon Boyer, joining us starting tomorrow. So we're looking forward to a lot of baseball, a lot of good baseball, and we're going to get it kicked off today. First off, Nick, congrats to you and your players for getting here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a fun ride.
So talk to us about, you made mention before we started, how many kids did you have in your first tournament?
Well, we had 5. The rest of them were playing in a Final Four, so it made for an interesting trip to St. Louis, but we took second, so that wasn't bad for only having 5 of your players. So.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have a plan laid out, and then it doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, when I knew we were going to St. Louis, I started looking. We got knocked out in the district champ game, and I started looking, following, and I was like, Sean, we're going to have a problem here because there's going to be 4 teams in the Final Four, and what are we going to do? Because we only got 5 guys right now. So
right.
It's tough making that schedule early in the season. And, we're talking about some perennial teams that are perennially very good in the state in St. Elizabeth, who's won, 5 out of the last 8 years in Class 1. The only team that has beat them is Iran. So the last 8 years, it's either been St. Elizabeth or Iran in Class 1. You had Fatima, Class 3, Eugene, I think it was Class 2, right?
Yep.
Who else? Are we missing somebody there?
No, that was it, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty tough gig.
Yeah. But, on the other side of that, coming into this weekend, you got a lot of guys that have already been through it. They've been deep in the playoff run. They've had those stressful situations, so I think that could bode well.
Yeah, and that's what I told him earlier. I was like, coming into this weekend, we have kids that have that experience. They know what the pressure kind of feels like. They know what their expectation is. Like, it makes me as a head coach more comfortable knowing that, hey, they've been in this situation. Now we just got to go do it, right?
Yeah.
Who do you got on the bump tonight?
We got Brody Kleffner. He's from Fatima. So
Brody Kleffner. Isn't he, and he's committed where?
He's going to Lincoln.
Yep. University, correct?
Yep.
Talk to us about some of the kids, Coach, that has been instrumental in you guys getting here this year.
I would say our pitching staff, for one. I mean, you've got Brody, you've got Gavin Williams, Drew.
And not the Cleveland Guardians guy. Go ahead.
You've got Drew Hart. You've got Ethan Edwards, Hayden Sloop, and Riley Sneeders. I mean, our pitching depth has really carried us. And then our fielders, I mean, same thing. We're loaded there too, so that's a lot of fun. Our catcher, Colton Shulin, behind the plate, has been an absolute dog. I mean, he goes to work day in, day out. Doesn't have a lot of pass balls, and he throws guys out too. So that's always a plus. So
That's a bonus. You can stop the running game.
Oh, yeah. Well, and as a pitcher, you have that much more confidence knowing that, you know, you don't have to spend as much mental effort on the base runners because you know that you're going to be taken care of, and as long as you do your job and you get the ball to the plate, the catcher will take care of the rest.
Good things happen. So that's been
Just don't let him get too big a lead, right?
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, a couple throws here or there and be quick to the plate. Give your kid – I believe 90-some% of base is stolen are usually on the pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's no offense to the pitchers, but it's just the reality of it because that's where it all starts. Coach, tonight, you know, I saw you guys, I got a chance to see you play in the Zone 1 tournament. Your bench is a little thin. So how do you navigate those things?
It is, and that's something that's challenging all year long. Our semifinal game, we only had 9 guys there. Just thinking of every scenario that you possibly can of, hey, if I have to pull this kid off the mound, who's coming in, where does everybody rotate to? And that's also another thing is they're kind of used to that now. And so it plays in our favor of, hey, you may be a third baseman traditionally, but guess what? You're playing short. Or, hey, you may be a first baseman, but, hey, you're playing second when this kid comes in. So it took a little bit to get used to, but now they've been through it for a while, so they kind of understand, you know, what's going to happen. So
Very good. Very good. We got some Sedalia kids. We're going to grab some of these kids too, get them on here and chat them up. Coach, you know, when you're talking about depth and, you know, these decisions, I mean, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to talk about that because you never do. You don't want to do that. But, you know, the challenges that you're facing with deeper rosters, quality over quantity.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I would say I would rather have 9 guys that are the guy than have 15 that you're like, okay, when can I get him in? When can I rotate? You know, I would rather have 9 that are the dudes than.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to move pieces around when you know that everybody you're going to put out there is going to, you know, be somebody you can rely on.
Yeah,
absolutely. Coach, any final thoughts here?
No, I congratulations again on making the state. I'm really excited to watch you guys play. I heard a lot about, you know, you guys throughout the summer, so I think it's going to be a great week.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that.
Nick,
Thank you.
Nick Trammell, folks, Jeff City, make sure you tune in tonight. Going against Fest is 8 p.m. right here on Youth Baseball Midwest. If you're here locally in Sedalia, come on out to the ballpark. It's a beautiful ballpark. It's covered. They got big fans. They'll be spinning. It's going to be a lot of fun. Concessions down there. Everything you got. What's better than ballpark food?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
It's got to be good ballpark food. But I think they have great ballpark
Liberty
food.
Park's one of the best.
There you go. There you go. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Yep, thank you, and go Fivers.
You can just sit that right down there. We're going to try and get some of these travelers up here and get Mr. Spinagle to come up and say hello. We'll get him here in a minute.
Yeah.
So, we're still live.
Oh, my bad.
Coach, we're done. Coach, first game, Sedalia taking on Kirkwood. I know you have a pretty good idea of the the Sedalia kids. You got a lot of kids on that Sedalia team that are playing. Talk to us about your thoughts about Sedalia and their chances in this.
You know, they're a scrappy bunch. They do a lot of things really well. They're aggressive. They swing it well. They pitch it well. You know, they've kind of been in the same boat a little bit as the Fivers, where they've had some weekends where they've been shorthanded and had to move some guys around. I know at the catching position, they've had to. Jaden Archbeck has had to be kind of an Iron Man back there, which was not originally the plan, but he's he's the kind of guy that'll go do whatever you ask him to do, and he's handled it very well. And so they're going to fight tooth and nail, and up 10, down 10 doesn't really matter. They're going to be the same team.
They got to take on a Kirkwood squad that I thought pretty much came out of nowhere. I shouldn't say come out of nowhere. They were playing pretty good baseball through the season. Here's one of the things, though, and this is I got a chance to communicate a little bit with the head coach. Chris Copeland runs the program. First thing out of his mouth was he said, I finally got all my guys.
Yeah.
And, I think that's one of the things. I think it's a transition. You got guys going on vacation, whereas before, man, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But the coaches, the game has changed. It's different. So you find, but he got all his guys. He took them down to the Zone 4 tournament. Jackson was really good. Festus, of course, is here. But Copeland squad, they got their bats rolling.
Yeah.
Led by his son, Nick Copeland, swinging the bat really well. And that was the biggest thing. They started scoring runs.
Yeah.
They've got some good pitching. They had all their guys in there, and that's the formula you need. You got to have your dudes, as we said there.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're at full strength as a coach, when you're full strength, you're able to make different decisions than when you don't have everybody.
Right.
And so you have a little bit of freedom to be a little bit more aggressive, to kind of trust your instincts a little bit more, because you don't feel like you have to protect the team as much. You can just let them go out there and do their thing. And if I remember correctly, you kind of called it in the preview show. You said, "Hey, watch out for Kirkwood."
Yes. Yeah, I did, and because I thought, they've got some guys. It'll be interesting to see. I didn't think there was and there wasn't a lot of blowouts. Everybody competed really well, and here we are. And to my left, this gentleman is the head coach of Post 642, the Sedalia Travelers, Connor Spinagle. Connor, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, how's it going today?
I'm still showering. I brought my towel.
Yeah.
So pardon me, folks, if I'm dabbing a little bit still. I'm glad you got the fans rolling here.
Yeah.
Get some air movement and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the least we can do for you. You really got to love what you do to be out here today.
Right.
Absolutely. Sedalia, you're here. I think you guys missed last year.
Yeah.
And we were here 2 years ago. You guys were in it, had a really good team. Talk to us about this squad this year.
Yeah, got a lot of really good kids on the team as far as like the kids themselves. We got a good mix of coach's team over at Smith Cotton and then the local small school conference. So it's been a lot of fun seeing how they gel together, and it's been a riot so far.
Yeah, kind of expand on that a little bit. I know, even though we do have 3 or 4 different schools represented, a lot of these guys played Junior Legion together for a couple of years, and so now this is, for some of them, 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th year together. So just kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so this has been a group that we talk about together as a program, building a program, and getting these guys in, when they're old enough to play Junior Legion and keep them in the program, which is a testament to what we're doing at our Junior Legion. I think they're like 4-time in a row zone champs, and so this is the crew we've been waiting on. That 2 years ago when we had our team that was very successful, that was like a whole new group of 18 kids that come together. There was a couple that came up through the program, but that was a pretty fresh mix, if you will. Whereas, like Coach said, this is a group that's been playing together and just added a couple returners from last season, and that's the squad.
This is a young team, isn't it?
Yeah, for the most part. We're losing a lot of our pitching staff, but as far as our lineup, it's a great core, and we're expecting everybody to be back next year that's in the lineup. So I think maybe Zyler and Cam Everhart are, I think, the 2 that we lose. So, it's a great problem to have. You look at it kind of like you got a 2-year run, and so to give yourself the opportunity in year 1, it's a huge, it's a big box to check off.
Absolutely. And the experience level, whatnot. Pitching and defense, you got to hang your hat there. You get into championship mode. It's you got to be clean defensively.
Yep.
you got to take care of your pitcher, and your pitcher's got to throw strikes. Who's the guy going for you to start this one off?
Oh, we're going to have Gabe Berry. He's been our one all summer. He's a local kid. He's pitched all our big games for us this year. Try to start the tournament off on a high note. Roll your guy out there and see what happens.
Absolutely. How deep are you on your pitching staff, bud?
That's where, comparing ourselves to other teams, which you don't ever really want to do, but it's just human nature, right? I would like to think that, 1 through 12, we can go as deep with anybody. I'm not as certain that we have the top 3 guys like everybody else in this tournament does, but, you get late into this deal, we go with a lot of kids on our bench that you feel just as good as the next guy you put in. Got a lot of guys that are willing to throw strikes and let the defense work and have bought into what we're preaching. So very fortunate to have the depth on the mound that we do.
Give me a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep. Throw strikes.
That's all we're asking.
Yeah. You throw strikes, everything else kind of finds a way to work itself out.
I love the guy, I think, the guy that's 92, he's sometimes it's like, they're so worried about maybe dying in the box that they just swing to get out of it.
Yeah, everybody wishes they could have that. Not everybody has that. So, with teams like us that don't have that 92, you got to preach, like you said. You got to throw strikes, got to play defense, and it's kind of like a team motto of ours, if you will, that make the routine plays, throw strikes, put the ball in play, and good things happen. So, so far this season, it's been working for us.
You guys haven't had a head-to-head with Kirkwood this year, right?
We've had one. We saw them in the
one?
baseball
Okay.
battles cancer tournament early in the year.
That's right.
Yep, and we came out on top 3-1, but they out-hit us. I think we had 1 hit and scored 3 runs. So, they're a great ball club. I'm glad to have at least a clue of who they've got, right? But they have the same benefit, right? So it's always fun to get these teams to Sedalia and play guys you don't get to see very often.
It'll be interesting. I know he's on the roster, but the Sturgeon kid from Webster Groves pitched very well in the state championships a year ago for Webster Groves. I've seen him on, but it'll be interesting if we're going to see him here. He's lights out from the left side. So Kirkwood's got some guys there that could, we're just going to have to see. I think this is going to be a tough tournament. Your chances good as anybody's?
Yeah, you got a 1 in 6 chance just like everybody else,
That's
right?
That's right.
It's all about who's hot at the right time and who wants to keep playing baseball. It's something that Coach and you had talked about last week on your – or maybe even a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Whenever you were on your preview for state last week,
yeah.
A lot of it's just going to be who wants to keep playing. It's that time of the year where vacations hit, school's about to start, whether they're going to college, whether they come back to high school. It's big on just who wants to keep playing.
Absolutely. We got some of your guys there loitering around.
Yeah.
They just, I think they want to be famous. You guys want to be famous?
They want to be famous.
They do. That's why they're coming up here, Coach. We'll get them in here.
Get them my spot.
Connor,
appreciate the time. Thanks for the
appreciate it,
coverage,
buddy.
Coach. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Jump in here. Grab that mic. You know these guys, Coach?
Yeah, Gabe not as much as I know Kaden, but I know Kaden really well.
So introduce yourself.
I'm Gabe Berry.
Yes. I got to move down.
Yep,
I got to scoot down, so we'll get them all in the camera. I had the director directing me, so you got to hold the mic close. There you go. And your name again?
I'm Gabe Berry.
And?
I'm Kaden Homan.
All right. So I heard you're going on the mound tonight.
Yeah, that's the plan, I think.
Man, if you're guessing, you don't know, bro.
I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, Coach says go out there, I go out there. I love that attitude.
You like taking the ball game one?
I do, yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, just show them what we have and what there is that we can do.
Get out on the mound, get it done, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Where you go to high school, buddy?
Otterville.
Otterville. Is that Class 1 or 2?
Yeah, Class 1.
Class 1. How'd you guys do this year?
We finished second in districts, and we had our best season probably in school history this year.
Oh, very good. Is that?
Yeah, they had a very good year.
Oh, there you go. I like it. Well, Otterville. Where is Otterville, my friend?
It's about 15 minutes from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about northeast, kind of
Yeah,
towards
so north.
70.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
between Sedalia and Tipton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have a stoplight?
No.
All right. That's the question, right? What do you like about playing for a small school, bud?
I don't really know. There's not a whole lot of advantages to it. I mean, you get to play. I mean, there's a lot more teams you can play.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of small teams. You get more games, get more reps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's really about it.
That's about it. All right. Very good.
Maybe a little bit lighter travel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
going 15 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you guys, what do you got on going on? Who's your battery mate today? Who's behind the dish for you?
Jaden Archibald.
Is he good?
He is very good.
Yeah. He's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bulldog, man. He gets back there. He's a middle infielder that catches is really what he is.
Okay.
And so, you know, he can do a lot of things that maybe a normal catcher wouldn't think about doing because he's a natural middle infielder.
Gotcha. So why don't you pass the mic to your buddy there, and say your name again, Cade what?
Caden Homan.
You got to hold that up to you. There you go.
Caden Homan.
People want to hear you. Say hi to mom.
My mom.
There you go. That's right. Got to take care of mom. Where did you go to school? Where did you go to school, buddy?
I went right here in Smith Cotton.
Oh, yeah.
One of your boys.
We called him the Pettis County professional hitter.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. Dude, hey, he just gets the job done, man.
Oh, grab my phone. Oh, it's good. They hung up on me. That's good. I didn't want to talk to him anyway. So talk to us about your experience here with Legion so far, buddy.
Oh, this is my first year playing senior. I played 3 years of junior before, and I think I've really loved every year of Legion. We've stayed every year. I'm hoping to get it done this year. We haven't got it done yet, but we made it.
You got here. You haven't won it yet, though, right?
We haven't won it.
All right. You know what you get to do if you win state, right?
Go up to regionals, right?
Yeah.
Be a pretty fun experience. I hope we can get it done this weekend.
So, at Smith Cotton, you get to work with Coach Zimmerman here.
Yes, I do.
What has your high school experience been like?
I loved playing big schools. I saw a lot of really good competition, even though, you play against people. See all these D1 commits, and it's just fun seeing that type of talent.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching it, even though they're against me, but it's fun.
Yeah, you get to play all these big boys in the middle of the state here, like Hickman and
Yep.
Rockbridge, and
You got Jeff City, Elias, Camdenton, and Battle.
Mm-hmm.
sounds like fun.
It's pretty fun. I like some competition.
Yeah. Hey,
Very
you got to
good.
bring it every night.
Very good competition there.
What position you play, buddy?
First and third, and I pitch every once in a while. More of a reliever, closer.
Yeah.
I don't normally start, but
Okay, all right. What do you think of your opportunities here? What do you guys got to do to get this done?
I've always seen it as these type of games, everybody has a pitcher, has pitchers, and I think the least amount of errors is how you're going to win games. I think it's going to be defense.
Yeah.
You now got to know how to win a 2-1 game or a 1-0 game, but you can't make errors today or this weekend.
Yeah.
Sounds
absolutely.
like he's been coached okay there, Coach.
Hey, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm glad to know that he was listening.
Guys, when you're talking about, and I know it's nice to say those things and whatnot, and, errors, and, you're getting ready to go on the mound. How do you set your mind to that when you're heading out to the field, getting yourself prepared? What are some of the mental processes you go through just to help you get prepared that way?
Oh, you got to take all your reps seriously. You get ground balls before the game. I like to do some dailies. I did all my years in high school, every single practice, every single game. So I think it's a big part of knowing the mechanics and fundamentals.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's routine based, right? I mean, I'm sure you have a specific routine that you go through when you're getting ready to get on the mound, and we try to build those routines into preparation, practice, games, and things like that. So, I think it's one of those things at this point in the summer, you guys kind of you know what you need to do to get ready, and you just got to maintain that, right? You don't want to deviate from what you normally do, because usually when you're deviating and you're changing something, there's only one reason to change something. That's because something was going bad. If things are going good, you don't want to change anything. So I think that is a good thing going in, is knowing what you need and being able to execute that.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys play. Looking forward to watching you pitch, young man. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cade, thank you.
Good luck, boys.
Thank you, Coach Zim.
Thank you.
All right. So go ahead and drop. You can just sit that right there. Very good. Very good. Yeah. See, they're getting all famous, bro. There you go. All right. I think we got some good stuff tonight. I think we got two really good matchups. Sedalia, Kirkwood, good pitching. I think we got some good stuff on the mound.
Yeah.
Wise, Festus is always going to bring it. It'll be interesting if we're going to see Mason Shermer, kid from Festus, who's dynamic left-hander. We'll see. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to the coach yet. I'm hoping to get some lineups here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see what we got going on. I was hoping to get them before we came on the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see and what we got. Did we get anything yet, guys? All right.
Okay.
Well, so, we're trying to we try to get the lineups in, but hey, coaches, they're on their time schedule.
Hey,
right?
yeah. Hey, coaches have routines too, man. Some guys, they put their pants on a certain way or they tie their shoes a certain way, So I know myself personally, I've tried it all. I've tried having a lineup set the night before. I've tried writing a lineup when I get to the field. It just kind of whatever fits that team's needs.
It's tough. We make it tough on the coaches because we send it out to the ball. We send out for a game day, and high school coaches are not used to this.
Right.
Because we're setting everything in motion for our production.
Yeah.
Lineups, defensive positions, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's for our graphics and what we do as we set in motion. And I said, Coach, you got a afternoon ball game, and I said, can I get that by 11? It's like,
I might make 3 changes after 11.
and I've had coaches say this. I might make a change. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We understand. But this gives us the understand because and that's what we deal with a lot is not used to how we're producing some of these things. So it's always a little fun. But a lot of the guys where we do this now regularly, the GAC that side, to St. Louis, are like, yeah, we'll get you. And they're very good. They're great to work with. Yeah. And it's always great, when we get to meet new coaches like yourself, and because it just lends so much more to our broadcasts. And folks, we appreciate Coach Zimmerman coming out and working with us here.
Yeah, thanks. Again, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great week of baseball. You got a lot of teams that are very talented, and so again, it is going to come down to the little things: the base running, the fielder making routine plays, and we kind of alluded to it in the preview show. But again, how are teams going to treat this first game?
Yes.
And you heard Sedalia. They're going with their 1.
Yep.
In this first game, and so is that going to be a trend, or is a team going to try to get by that first game and then see what happens? And with this format, which was part of our discussion, I don't know if you can take that first game for chance.
You can't.
You gotta get that first one out of the way, and then you can maybe start thinking about how the rest of the week is going to look. But if you don't get that first one, now, the rest of the week doesn't really matter because you have to have game 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's imperative because, and that's strategy.
Yeah.
That's the way the game's played, right?
Absolutely.
All right, folks. That's it for now from Dave Field, from Liberty Park Stadium. We appreciate you tuning in. Look, tomorrow we'll be back at 3 o'clock. We'll have another Road to Sedalia preview show. Hopefully we'll get some other coaches on coming in for tomorrow. But for now, we'll be back at 5 o'clock live right here on Youth Baseball Midwest for our first game of the doubleheader tonight between Sedalia, Post 642, and Kirkwood, Post 156. to get this state championship started. Everybody, we'll see you then. Until then, have a great day in the Lord.